My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you for today's session of Brahma Sutra. Let us offer our prayers first. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Today's session is Anishtadi Karyadi Karanam. What will happen for the people who do evil? Evildoers. So what will happen to them after death is the discussion in this Adhikarana, Sutra number 303 to 312. We have seen in chapter 3, there are 4 sections, padas. Section 1 is journey of the soul after death for ignorant person, Adnani. Section 2 is about Atma Dnana, self-knowledge, Tattvamasi. 3 and 4 are about Upasana, purification required to get Atma Dnana. So we have heard that there are 3 types of living beings: Adnani, ignorant person, Upasaka, and Gnani. What will happen to Upasaka and Gnani? We have learned in the chapter 4. Upasaka will go to Brahmaloka, Gnani will get Jivan Mukti where he is alive. Now the challenge here is to understand what happened to Adnani. What is the purpose of understanding for Adnani? So to tell us, if we remain as Adnani, what will happen to us? The importance of Atma Dnana or importance of Upasaka, Upasana is told. What will happen to death of a Adnani? A Adnani will go through cycle of repeated birth and death. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jatareshanam. Again and again he is born. So to tell us the importance of Upasana and importance of Atma Dnana, death of a Adnani is explained. We also heard that a person will go through 5 stages of 5 levels or 5 Agnis, Panchagni. After death, he will go to heaven with a body called Soma Sharira. Then he'll go to Mega Sharira, Mega, cloud, earth, male, and women. 5 processes he go through before he is born in another body. For whom it happens? This is for a person who has done good karma. He has done rituals, puja, but he has not done upasana, not understood the meaning. He has done what is told. Right? So still he is Adnani, ignorant person. We have heard there are 3 ways. Uttarayana Marga or Shukla Gati, the path of light, one who does upasana. He meditates on God, meditates on Saguna Brahma, meditation on Hiranyagarbha. He has done upasana. And that person, when he does upasana, he goes to Uttarayana Marga. He goes to Shukla Gati, path of light. He doesn't return. And then you have heard of Dakshinayana Marga, where a person has not done upasana. He is always focused on the outer rituals, puja. He does everything, he does it properly, but he has not gone to the inner meaning. He is living in the outer world. So he goes through a Dakshinayana Marga, a Krishna Gati, and he goes up to Sargaloka and comes back. Yesterday, we discussed what happens to the person who goes to Sargaloka, the last session. He will go through 5 bodies, Panchagni, and then he takes the birth in the mother's womb, Panchagni, 5 processes he goes through. Now we are coming to the 3rd person, who is Adogati, the person who has Sandhya Suresh, can you please mute? There is a person who goes to Adogati, the lower level, not the first one, not the second one. Gnani is not shown here. Gnani is already liberated. He doesn't travel anywhere. Okay. Adogati means who falls down. What happens to him after death? Is it clear? For Uttarayana Marga, the person who travels on Uttarayana Marga, which is studied in chapter 4, what he has done? Devatas will take him. Devatas will guide him to Brahmaloka. Right? He is taken care by the 13 Devatas before he reaches Brahmaloka. Whereas Dakshinayana Marga, he is taken by 5 Agnis, Panchagnis. His body is prepared for Swargaloka. Then he is born through rains, goes to the earth, he comes through the plant, then man eats it, and he enters into woman's body from man. So this Panchagni Vidya is told for a person who is in the Dakshinayana Marga, who has done a good ritual, who has done good karma. Now what will happen to the person who has done evil karma? He will fall, Adogati, the third path. That is being discussed today. So this is called Anishtadi Karyadikaranam. This has 9 sutras, 303 to 312. Purvapakshi says, even those who do not perform sacrifices go to the lunar world. Lunar world is moon, world of moon, Soma. Then go to heaven, Swarga, as per the Shruti. So he quotes a scripture where even those who don't do good karma, they have done very evil karma, they have created problem for others, they have created problem for themselves, even they will go to lunar world and then go to Swarga and come back. Only thing is the Swarga they don't enjoy, they'll just pass through. That's what he's saying. Why he says so? Because anybody who is reborn, he requires a body. So the body has to be prepared. For a rebirth, body is required. So preparation is a process, no. So this guy has to go through the process of Panchagni Vidya, otherwise he cannot born. So that's why he'll go through also Panchagni Vidya. Is the logic clear? I'll explain the logic again. Suppose a person who is good karma he does, he goes to heaven. Then he has to be reborn. That's why Devatas will take care of his 5 bodies. Pancha, Soma Sharira, then body of rain, body of food, male body, semen in the male body, and woman body. 5 Agnis he goes through. That means the preparation of body requires 5 stages. Okay? Understand? So it's like saying, I want to make a roti. So to make a roti, you have to go to shop, bring the flour or bring the grains, powder it, then put water, mix it, then make roti. Like you have to go through a process. Making roti making is a process. Similarly, body making is also a process. So the body making process consists of Panchagni Vidya, 5 Agnis. So this person who has done evil also has to be born now. He will also go through a process of Panchagni Vidya. So if he goes to Panchagni Vidya, that means he goes to Swarga also, heaven also. But then he'll say, you're not done a good karma. So then he'll not enjoy in heaven. He'll just pass through heaven. But he'll go through Panchagni Vidya. Is the logic clear? He'll go through a process of preparing the body. Is the understanding clear? So then he in the sutra number says, even those who do not perform sacrifices go to the lunar world. Lunar world is Swarga, heaven, as per the Shruti, because Panchagni Vidya is required. So then Shruti says, those 304 sloka, those who are not sacrifices, go to the abode of Yama. Another scripture says, if you have not done sacrifices, you have not done karma properly, then you'll go to Yamaloka. You don't go to moon or Sargaloka. There's Shruti mentions that. And then because of their evil deeds, they'll go to Yamaloka, they'll suffer there, then go back to the earth, declares the Shruti. 3 and 4. Okay. So 305 Smritis, like Puranas, also give support to that. Then 306 is, there are many Patala Lokas. There are lower lokas mentioned in the Smriti. So, is this understanding clear? See, we'll come back to again. There are 14 level lokas. Bhuloka is the in-between loka. Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. One who does upasana, he will go straight away to Satyaloka. He will not come back. It's called Pata Shukla Gati. Who prepares his body there? Devatas will take care of him. There are 13 Devatas who will take care of them. We have told in 4th chapter. But there are people who have done rituals. They have done puja. They are external. I keep on doing puja. I can keep on doing ritual, but I have not done upasana. So such a person has got good karma. He will go to Swargaloka. But for sending him to Swargaloka, his body is prepared by Devatas in 5 ways. Panchagni Vidya. Okay. Right. First, he is given a body to go to Swargaloka, then a body which is required for going to rain, then a body which goes into earth and food, and then a body which goes into male body, and then body which goes into female body. Then finally, a Purusha is born. So it's a process is done for the Dakshinayana Marga, the person who goes in the path of darkness. He returns, but he has a guaranteed body. But a Gnani, he doesn't go anywhere. He is liberated here itself. His Karna Sharira is broken. Adnana is gone. He becomes Jivan Mukta here itself. Now Upanishads bring the another level called Adogati. Fall. It is falling below Bhuloka, not going above. Understand? What will happen to Adnani who has not lived a good life, who has done evil things, who causes suffering to others? He will go to Adoloka, Adogati. Adogati. This is Urdhvagati. Going up is Uttarayana Marga. Going up is also called Dakshinayana Marga. Adogati is going down. And Gnana is Jivan Mukti. So we are speaking of Adogati, going down. Now what is this going down? We will understand. We have heard that there are 14 lokas. Higher level lokas called Urdhvaloka, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Swaloka, Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. The lower level lokas are called Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. Now, what is the difference between these lokas? The higher level lokas are more and more expansive. Consciousness is expansive. The lower level lokas are consciousness more and more contracted. The more contraction is there, more suffering is there. More expansion is there, more joy and peace is there. Right? Expansion and contraction. Contraction and density. Higher and higher density. Earth is dense. Bhuloka, Swarloka, Mahaloka, less denser. So the frequency is higher as you go higher loka. Frequency is lower as you go to lower loka. Is it clear? The frequency is the term used. So now I can remember one scientist. His name is Dr. Hawkins. He gives a good one model, visual model. So as we go higher and higher in frequency, our mind will expand. We'll feel more and more joy. The highest frequency is enlightenment. The frequency is 700,000. It's his view, his model. We are not relating it to Upanishads, but I'm just giving you an example. So then peace is 600, joy is 540, love is 500. So now if you go down, here somewhere neutrality is there, 250, earthly plane. Below that, pride, anger, desire, fear, grief, all these are lower frequencies. So this somehow I can relate to 14 lokas. Higher the loka, more and more joy and expansion. The lower loka, more and more negative emotions. So that he gives an example, he gives a frequency. Enlightenment is 700 to 1000 and courage is 200. Pride, anger, desire, he gives a lower frequency. It becomes more and more dense, more and more heavy. Right? And to go to lower level lokas. So I've given this as just an example. See here also, in also a world, okay, we see somebody is very arrogant. You go to him, he doesn't even talk to you. He wants some status for talking. He's heavy. A child is light. It just mixes with anybody. Right? And somebody is depressed. He'll sit in one place. No movement. Heaviness is there. So that way, heaviness, psychological heaviness is measured in terms of frequency. Are we clear? So now Purva Pakshi is coming and saying, my dear sir, even a person who has done Adnana, who is living in Adnana, who is doing evil, Papi, Papa, even he has to have a body now because he has to be reborn. You are only told that Punarapi Janam, Punarapi Mran, he has to be a body. Body requires a process, no? Panchagni Vidya is a process by which a body is acquired. Like roti making a process, Panchagni Vidya is the process of making the body for next life. So a Adnani who also gets a body through Panchagni Vidya. Are you clear? That is the proportion of Purva Pakshi. The answer for that is not so. He says, then Purva Pakshi will give you objection. Oh, my dear Purva Pakshi, as per Panchagni Vidya, the Jiva will get a body, then he'll go to heaven and he will enjoy that. And then he'll come back to earth. The evildoer has not done any good karma to go to heaven. The Purva Pakshi says nothing, no problem at all. He will go to heaven, he will just pass to the heaven. He will not enjoy anything there. But still he needs a body. That's why he has to go through Panchagni Vidya. That's the logic of Purva Pakshi. Right? Because he has to be finally born in the mother's womb. For that, fifth oblation is required. If you don't give first oblation, second oblation, third oblation, you don't go through process of first stage, second stage, third stage, how will you get the fifth stage? Logic seems to be very good, right? So then he gives the example. Then he gives a Kaushik. There's an Upanishad called Kaushiki Upanishad, 1.2. All those who depart from the world will go to the moon. Means Sargaloka. Moon means from moon, Sargaloka. So then Siddhartha says, no, that's not true. My dear, you have heard of, there are three paths. Okay. The path for a Upasaka, he'll go to Brahmaloka. He has done Upasana, he has gone to Brahmaloka. For going to for Upasaka, we have heard in chapter 4, what will they do? Devatas will come and carry like a baby to him, Brahmaloka. He is well taken care by Devatas. He doesn't need a body, special body. Whereas a person who has to go to Swargaloka, the one who goes to Brahmaloka is called Uttarayana Marga. One who goes to Swargaloka is called Dakshinayana Marga because he has to return. He has to return into mother's womb. That's why he requires 5 oblations. Panchagni is required because last is the male to female. So that's why he goes to Panchagni Vidya. Those who have done a good karma, they'll go to Swargaloka, enjoy the good merit, then through rain they come back, then go into the earth, then they become food, and then it's going to enter into male body, and from male body they enter into female body. Okay. But Upanishad also says of a third path, Adogati. Urdogati means going up, Adogati means going down. They don't go to Panchagni Vidya, they don't need a process. A process is required when you want to make a good food. If you want to make a very nice roti, you have to bring the wheat, bring the grains, make the flour, then make what do you call as dough, and then put it on the tawa, put oil, prepare. There's so much a process has to go through making a roti, nice roti. If you don't want to make the full roti, then what will happen? The whole process is not required. This jiva is going to Adogati, it doesn't require a full process. It's only partial process because he will not get a human birth. We are speaking of Adogati, going down, inferior births. The inferior birth will happen in plants and insects and lower level planets. I told you both, Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Swarloka, Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, above. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Taratala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala, they are lower lokas, 7 lokas. They call 7 patalas, 7 lokas, where lower birth is there. And sometimes Puranas mention 21 types of suffering, loka. 28 types of suffering in the lower loka. Okay. So Upanishads also speak of adogati, where it is spoken in Kata Upanishad. Kata Upanishad is the teaching of Yamadharmaraya to Nachiketa. The Lord of Death teaches to Nachiketa. What does it teach? He says there are people who don't believe in karma, good karma and good upasana also. They don't believe. They are Nastikas. Some of them engage in evil doing. Okay. They are attached to money and they commit sins for the sake of money attachment. Yamadharma says they will come directly to me. They will not go anywhere. I'll take care of them. So there are two paths. One is path of Yamaloka and path of Sargaloka. Dakshinayana Marga, path of Sargaloka, reserved for people who do good karma. Uttarayana Marga is Upasana, those who go to Devata Loka. So here he says, those who have done papa, sin, directly come to me. For those who come to me, 5 stages are not required, because to fry them, I don't need a body. I can fry them like that. They will go through repeat cycle of birth again and again. Adogati. Where it says in Kata Upanishad. Then there's a clarification. Going to the moon, lunar world, or Sargaloka is only a reward for good work, good karma. It's not for evildoers, papis. Evildoers go down to the Yamaloka. Then Smritis also, Puranas also tell the evildoers go to Yamaloka. Okay. What is told in Upanishad, in Kata Upanishad, is elaborated more graphically in terms of Smritis, Puranas. In Purana, they tell how the Jiva who is there, who has done evil, he'll go to Yamaloka. Yamaloka, there are 7 Patala Lokas are there. There are 21 types of Naraka are there. 28 types of Naraka are there. Naraka means, see the word Naraka. Nara means human being. Ka means suffering. Nara means human being who goes through 28 types of suffering in the Naraka Loka. Right? So what all types of suffering you go through? Here, psychologist, depression, all type, variety of problems which is, somebody who becomes depressed, somebody who becomes go through so much of a trauma, shame, guilt, many types of suffering we do here itself. So now the question comes, there are many people who say there is no Swarga and Naraka, there is no heaven and hell, everything is here only, earth only. See, please understand, in earth also you will experience Naraka, suffering you will experience. Okay. Earth also you'll go through, a person becomes, when he does evil doer, he becomes very heavy, dense in energy. A person who is good dharma, who is sattvic, he'll become lighter in energy while alive only. That's why he is preparing for the next loka. So after death, what will happen? The mind will retain those vasanas. Somebody has done evil, that evil vasanas will come. That will take him to a loka. This is a frequency, vibration. See, vibration, you have to understand this vibration business. Okay. What is vibration? Always we tend to get together with people whom there's a good vibration, like vibration. Right? A person who likes a disco dance, disco music, hard music, he'll feel very uncomfortable when he goes to classical music. Soft, light. His vibrations are different. Right? A disco dancer, dancer, he says, what is this Bharatanatyam? Right? They'll get together. The company will get into a company of people, like-minded people. Our vibrations will take us to like-minded people. People who go to satsanga, they'll get together in one place. Right? People who go to bar, alcohol, they'll go to another place. The vibrations will take us to one place. The vibrations will bring us together. Correct? So going to a place where getting together is based on the vibration. The higher the vibration, you'll go to higher level lokas. There you'll meet higher level, the people who have that same vibration. The going to the lower level loka means where vibration is heavy. In the earth itself, lower vibration. You'll go to lower loka, you'll meet such people only. Understand? There's nobody who has come and prepared. The God has created special hell for you to make you suffer. No. Because your vibration is low, you go to a place where your like-minded people are there. Here you have killed 5 people. There will be a person who has killed 10 people. He'll try to kill you. Understand? It's not that especially I have to make Naraka means somewhere I have to make you suffer. No. Because of your vibration, you will get attracted to that type of people only. Here there's a Don who will kill people. There's a Don's Don. Then you will get to Desloka. There you live in fear. Understand why Naraka means? Naraka means suffering. But that suffering you have learned in the earthly plane. That way, in that sense, here itself you are, the Swarga and Naraka is there. You are creating for you. But after that, you go to a place where the vibration is then that vibration you meet people. Understand? Heavenly place means, oh, you have meditation, done meditation here. You'll go to a place where meditations are done. That's called Tapoloka. No, here there's bhajans and dance, bhajans. Then you'll go to a loka where bhajans are being done. Vibrations. Okay. So you'll enjoy the company of good people in the higher level loka. You'll enjoy the company of bad, you are suffering the company of bad people in the lower level. That's what is the meaning of Naraka. There are 28 types of Narakas are described in Puranas. These Narakas are then 7 levels of planets, 7 levels of planes. It's called Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. Denser, more and more density. Okay. So Smritis also tell that there are lower lokas. Is that clear? This is for the Purvapakshi question. The evildoer will also go through Swarga and come back. No, he doesn't even go to Swarga. He'll directly go to Yamaloka, the Lord of Death. So then the Purvapakshi comes back and says, according to Shruti, Yamadharmaraya is the one who gives the punishment. Yamadharmaraya gives the punishment. But there are so many 7 lokas. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala, 7 lokas. Each loka is ruled by one devata. Okay. Yamadharmaraya is not in all the lokas. Yamadharmaraya is sitting in his loka, Yamaloka. It's like a court. But there are 7 lokas. Chitragupta is the presiding deity of a Naraka called Raurava. Very horrible Naraka. Intense suffering is there. Raurava Naraka. How can Yamadharmaraya punish him? Because when you say Yamadharma, because we said Yamadharmaraya will punish. Now he says, no, Yamadharmaraya cannot, because there is a Raurava Naraka, Chitragupta is there. Then what you say is not correct. So then the Siddhanti says that this is into 307 Sutra. Sutra 308. Siddhanti says there are 2 parts mentioned, Upasana and Karma, Devayana and Pitrayana. Those who do not go in these 2 paths go to Adogati. These are Urdhogati, going up. Boloka, Borloka, Swarloka, Maharloka, Janloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, higher lokas. More and more joy and peace. They go to Adoloka, more and more suffering is there. It's called Naraka. Upper level lokas are Swarga. So the 5 oblations does not apply to the 3rd place. Sutra number 307. So my dear Purvapakshi, 5 oblations are not required for the 3rd place, Yamaloka. Only Swargaloka is required. Is it clear? Now the Swarga and Naraka, I told you in terms of frequency, Vasana. What you do here, earth plane, it becomes your background for the next life, whether Swarga or Naraka. So that's why you have to live properly here. That's why when the people say Swarga and Naraka are here, you are creating Swarga and Naraka here, heaven and hell here. But doesn't mean that there's no Sarga and Naraka after death. You're creating your future here. Understand? Are you creating a joyful future for yourself? Service, helping, then you'll go to higher level loka here itself. No, I'm creating heavy, I'm becoming heavy. Lower level loka here. But after that, you'll go to a place where such jivas accumulate frequency because of your vibration, right? All musicians will go to music concert. Okay. So there is a, to understand, to give a meaning of a frequency and vibration, I'll give one example. One fisherwoman is there. Okay, the fisherwoman every day brings the fish, sells the fish, and makes her living. One day she brings the fish. There's a thunderstorm, heavy storm. She's not able to go to home. She goes to her friend's house. Okay, and says, "I'll sleep here." Friend says, "Please come, see, sleep here." She gives a room for her to sleep. This lady is not at all able to sleep. There's a smell of flowers, fragrance of flowers. Okay, so much fragrance of flowers. She is not able to sleep. She is getting headache with the flowers smell fragrance. Then what she does? She takes that basket where fish is there, no fish basket. Empties the fish and puts on her face. At least smell of fish is there. She can sleep now. Her vibration is fish. Right? She cannot tolerate flower vibration. Like that, jivas, each of them, we develop vibrations here in the earthly plane. It's an opportunity for us to develop higher level vibration or lower level vibration. If we develop higher level vibration, we'll go to heaven. And if we develop lower level vibration, we'll go to hell, Sarga and Naraka. So there, don't think that there is some people waiting for you to fry you. Okay? It is a place based on your vibration, you'll meet like-minded people. Alcoholic will meet another alcoholic, like that. If somebody has done evil here, he has caused suffering to others, he'll meet people who have done more suffering to others. Then what they will do, they'll create suffering for him. Understand? That's called Naraka. Is there Swarga and Naraka after death? It is there. It's a vibration, place. But that you are creating while you are alive. Which place you are reserving? So please find out which place you are reserving when you are alive. So then, Purvapakshi is saying, there are 7 lokas, 7 patala lokas, denser planets. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala, denser planets, where suffering is more. Because you become heavier. Each is ruled by a Devata. Chitragupta is one of the Devatas, rules one very intense suffering planet called Raurava Naraka. Very horrible. Okay, horrible suffering there. Chitragupta is there. Right? Since then Purvapakshi says, you said Yamadharmaraya will punish. But this guy has gone to Raurava Naraka. So Yamadharmaraya punishing doesn't make sense. Then the Siddhanta says, my dear sir, the lower level lokas, devatas are there. They are all working under Yamadharmaraya. Yamadharmaraya is the boss. Raurava Naraka, Chitragupta is there. And Chitragupta working under the boss called Yamadharmaraya. The punishment is given by Yamadharmaraya. Chitragupta is only implemented. So, what Upanishad says, Yamadharmaraya punishes is correct only. Here's one thing, interesting thing is that Chitragupta means Gupta Chitra, hidden memories, hidden pictures. Okay. Your hidden pictures are so horrible. While we are alive itself, we'll go through a lot of suffering. Oh, again and again. I can't. There's so much of suffering, so much of pain. You see, I cannot recollect. This is causing me pain. That Gupta Chitra, hidden pictures in your subconscious is causing problem. You are going through Raurava Naraka where you are alive. Because you are constantly living in the past. Now, what happens after death? That subconscious impressions become very, very big, very predominant in the lower loka, Raurava Naraka. There, Chitragupta is there. Chitragupta means Gupta Chitra. Your hidden memories will come out. Very horrible memories will come out. Are you clear? And who is the guide? Who is the master of this? Yamadharmaraya. So Yamadharmaraya only governs all this. That's why those who don't go in the path of karma and upasana, so those who do good karma, satkarma, rituals, puja, panchayatna, they will go to Swarga, Devaloka. They will go into Pitrayana Marga, Swarga. Whereas those who do good upasana, they will go to Brahmaloka. The other people go to third way. The Upanishad says they are born and die. They are born and die. Now here you are, this born and be born and die is a very special word. Be born and die are like insects. Insects, what will happen? Morning it's born, die in the evening. Okay. Upanishad says they will have a birth of a krimi, kita, insect, born and die. Are you clear? Or Naraka Loka, thick plants. They are like, even if they take a birth, it is like birth in the insect world or plant world. They are born and die. An insect is born in the morning, dies in the night. So that the Chandogya Upanishad 5.10.8 says that is the reason why heaven is never full. Means everybody gets a ticket to heaven. Purva Pakshi is saying everybody has to go through heaven. That means mad rush for heaven. Upanishad says heaven can never be full because there are so many people who will never go to heaven. Okay. Chandogya Upanishad 5.10.8 says they born and die. Who? Those who go to Adogati, they are like insects. They take insect life. They are born and die. That is the reason heaven is never full. So Purva Pakshi had said that all the people have to go through heaven because Panchagni Vidya they have to follow. Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad says no, people don't have to go to heaven. They'll go to Adogati. For them, different path is there where they're born and die like insects. So the Upasakas will go, Upasakas, those who are done Upasana, they will go to Devayana Marga. Devatas will take them, carry them to, very carefully they will take him to Brahmaloka. Those who have done karma, good karma, Panchagni Vidya, 5 Devatas will take 5 bodies for that guide. Others will go to Adogati. So then Purva Pakshi says, Kaushiki Upanishad says, all go to the sphere of moon, all go to Chandraloka, means Swargaloka. Kaushiki Upanishad 1.2, it means that those who have done good karma alone will go to Swargaloka, not all. Are you clear? So that's why, my dear Purva Pakshi, Jiva which does evil karma will never go through Panchagni Vidya. Panchagni Vidya or 5 oblations are required for a person who has done good karma. The good body has to be prepared in a systematic way. Whereas those who have done evil karma, they are thrown. They don't need such 5 processes. Say, look at your vegetables. Good vegetables you will do very clean washing and you will do good processing for cooking food. A vegetable which has gone bad, what do? You will throw into dustbin. So similarly, a person who has done evil karma will be thrown into dustbin called lower loka. He doesn't require good processing. No Panchagni Vidya is required. Panchagni Vidya is applicable only for those who have done good karma, sacrifices. This does not apply to evildoers. Okay. 5 oblations are required only for human birth, not other births. So the Siddhanti gives, there are Smritis who will tell births which doesn't require 5 oblations. Panchagni Vidya is not required. That examples are also there in Smritis. Then there are observations also, 310, 311. And what are plant life and plant life? The plant life includes which springs from the moisture. So Purva Pakshi's question, Panchagni Vidya. See, the Upanishads speak of 4 types of birth. They are actually the birth in a womb, birth in a what you call as andaja. Andaja means egg, right? Udbija means sprouting. Shvedaja means water. Okay, Yonija means human womb. There are 4 different types of birth mentioned. Womb born is human beings or animals womb born. They are called Yonija. Then egg born are called andaja. They are eggs. Then earth born are there. Born in the earth. That's called plants. Udbija. Then there is something which is called moisture born. They are born in moisture. It's called Shvedaja, like sweat. Okay. Example. Womb born, the people who are born in the womb of the mother are human beings or animals. Egg born is chicken. Okay. Earth born in the earth is plants. And moisture born or Shvedaja is mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are born in moisture. Where there is moisture and yeast and other insects. So there are 4 types of birth are possible, right? Now these 4 types of birth, only Yonija or womb born requires 5 processes. Panchagni Vidya is required to be born in the human womb. For other 4, egg born, earth born, and moisture born, Panchagni Vidya is not required because they don't require full process. Okay. What? Right? And then our scriptures also say Panchagni Vidya is a general rule. Generally, Panchagni Vidya is followed by people who go do good karma, go to heaven and come back. But there are special cases. The special cases where Panchagni Vidya is also not required to be a birth, human birth. Dronacharya, the guru of Pandavas, is born in a pot, Drona. Okay. He is born in a pot with water. He is not even born in mother's womb. He didn't even travel or the file of Panchagni Vidya. He is born in a pot. These are exceptions. These are very rare exceptions are there. Not everybody goes through Panchagni Vidya to be born as human being. So then there is a Drashtadyumna. Drashtadyumna, his father is called Drupada Raja. Drupada Raja did a tapasya. Drupada Raja did a yadna. The purpose of yadna is to get a child who will kill Dronacharya, Guru. He was hated for Dronacharya. So Drishtadyumna becomes the captain of Pandavas, the commander of Pandavas army. Drishtadyumna was not at all born anywhere. He was done. Yadna was done in Yadnagni. The child was born. Fire. So these are exceptions also. In general, those who do good karma will go to Panchagni Vidya, but there are some exceptions also. Right? So that's why Panchagni Vidya is not universal. In human beings, there are exceptions. But the people who are born in the lower level, Adogati, like insect, the plant, they're all lower life. They don't have to go to Panchagni Vidya at all. Udbija, Shvedaja, Andaja, they don't have to go through Panchagni Vidya because there's no elaborate processing required. There's no 5th oblation is required. The five oblations, Panchagni Vidya is not required for these. Very clear? So Purva Pakshi comes and says, my dear sir, Chandogya Upanishad only speaks of 3 types of births, not 4 types of births. Okay, what are 3? Yonija, Andaja and Udbija. That is born in the womb, then born in the egg, then sprouted plant. It doesn't talk about Svedaja, insects. You said no, a sinner, papi, a person who has done evildoer will be born as an insect. Chandogya Upanishad does not mention, Chandogya Upanishad 6.3.1 does not mention Shvedaja, insect. Then Siddhanti says, oh my dear, don't worry. Shvedaja or insect is not mentioned in the Chandogya Upanishad. It mentions three, and another Upanishad mentions 4. The Shvedaja or waterborn is included in the plant-born. Plant is growing in water and earth. So that in the water there will be insects. So Shvedaja also is Shvedaja. Insect is also there in Chandogya Upanishad. So that's why a person who goes to Adogati will be born in lower lokas. Atala, Vitala, Sudha, Mahatala, Rasadala, Patala. There will go through a lot of suffering. And if he has to take a birth, he will take a birth as a plant or an insect. For which the Panchagni Vidya is not required. 5 processes are not required. So Chandogya Upanishad 5.3.3 says they're born and gone. Okay, born and gone is like insects. Insects are born and gone. Okay, so Upanishads speak of Adogati or lower lokas for people, for evildoers. That's the message. With that, we are completing what is the fate of evildoers, Adogati. Let us sit silently for some time. Close your eyes. The human beings by doing good karma can go to Swarga, enjoy fruits and come back to earth. By doing upasana, they can go all the way up to Brahmaloka. There they can get jnana. Also, there's an option for us to get Atma Jnana and Jivan Mukti in the earthly plane. Those who don't follow any of these, those who don't believe in karma and upasana, and those who are evildoers, they will take birth in the lower level, insects, plants, and denser world where there's a lot of suffering. Inquire, who am I? Am I the body which changes constantly? Am I the mind which changes constantly? Am I the intellect which changes constantly? I am the witness of the body, mind, and intellect. I am pure consciousness. Shiva Swarupi. I am one with Brahman. Remember your true nature, Atma Jnana. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamuduchate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Nanu Nanembudu Nanalla Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla Sachidanandatma Shivananani Shivoham 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 Atmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Satyadarshanam. To know the self is to know God. To know God is to be God. To be God is to know the truth. Antarjyotihi Bahirjyotihi Pratyak Jyotihi Paratpara Jyotireva Jyotihi Swayam Jyotihi Atma Jyotihi Shivosmiham. I am the light of the self awareness, Atma Jyoti. I am the light illuminating the world, Jagat Jyoti. I am light beyond all lights, Paran Jyoti. I am the self-luminous light, light of love, compassion, wisdom, Swayam Jyoti. Lokaha samastaha Sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha Sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha Sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Rub both of hands. Give one to the eyes. Slowly open your eyes. You can go through lightofself.org courses website, or you can go to Light of Self YouTube channel, subscribe to that, and you can also tell your friends and relatives who are interested. You can also go through Facebook for our children programs I lead. Any questions? Was that clear? Anybody, any questions? Can you unmute, Gayatri? Any questions, Swani?
Hari Om Prabhuji, I joined a little late.
Oh, okay.
So I will listen to the Kannada talk and then
Okay. So,
process.
yeah, any questions, Diti? Okay, if there are no questions, we'll close the session today. Kannada talk will start. Yes, Diti.
Pranam Gurudeva.
Yes, Diti.
No questions. I joined little late in the starting. I'll be listening to the YouTube starting part,
Okay.
but the later part I was able to attend,
Okay.
and that made me realize that one thing that when we say that those who are not following the pathway in the right direction and those who don't follow any rules and regulations, but at the same time, when the people, those who are following it, those who are taking the Upasana mark, or those who are doing any of the Gyan mark or any yogic mark, anything, but even when they feel that they are doing it, there are moments when they slip down from that level and they come to a normal, like a neutral. Chaitanya, what do you say, from a positive axis to the neutral zero level you go. Before you fall down to the minus, it is like you have the awareness of this thing, that all the scriptures teachings come up and they hold your hand. They tell you that if you're gonna go a little more down, you will go to this Rasatal Patah and all those levels only.
Yes.
And that again at least maintains it, not doesn't let it slip down to the minus, it at least maintains to the zero, and then again you start with the groundwork and rise up.
Correct. Correct.
I mean, it's beneficial to in all the aspects. The, as you said last time, that it is no accidental that anything is happening. It's actually in accordance, and everything is very, very
See, this is a very, very huge complex
geometrically
system working systematically.
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot of system and order in this.
Yes.
So people who don't see the order, they'll say it's all random, chaos, accident and all, which is not true.
Yes. I read in one of the books, I don't remember, probably Anubhavananda, I don't know. But there was one line which I read was that all these politicians that you see now, they earned so much, they did so much. Where are they gone? So they will again be coming up. Again, they will be getting these life forms and they will be ruining our lives. When there was a talk on the corruption and all, they said, what do you see these roadside plants and trees? Those who are inhaling the vehicle pollution, they're nothing but these people only.
Yeah.
So
You will be born in plant or animal insect life. And before born in plant and insect life, you will go to Naraka, which is actually a lot of suffering.
yes, I can understand, because like from childhood, a lot of stories I have been hearing. But as I told in the last class also, but as we grew up, some more teachings came up and they said, no, no, these don't make any sense. But now when I'm listening again to these things, it's making me understand that what was told was in accordance to a bigger thing. Probably they had some, whatever was the passing on knowledge came, was having a lot of sense. Maybe at that time they wanted, as a children, we should perform good things, we should not do.
No, that's true also. Sarga and Naraka are here only. In that sense, it's here because you are creating what is your future life now.
Yes.
Right? You can create hell for yourself or you can create heaven for yourself here.
Yes.
That's what the meaning of karma, good karma, upasana means that. But
Yes.
that doesn't mean that there's nothing after that.
Yeah, it is no, yes.
What you
Everything
have
is, it's a together. It's everything is there.
yeah. What you create now, you will experience.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
you.
Hari Om.
At 11:30, we'll have Kannada session. Can you stop the session, the recording? Gayatri? No.